Sup, everyone. We're back. Okay. All right. I get it. Stop DMing me. Stop. Really. Stop. I know. I seen the news from this morning. I knew what's going on. We're getting patch 2.7. And it's coming relatively soon, I think in 3 weeks or something, right? And we're getting the special program tomorrow. I mean, a couple hours from now at this point. When you're seeing this video, I'm probably going to be trying to either go to bed or chugging Red Bulls to try and stay awake until the special program. I can't wait to see it because here's a couple things we need to talk about. How is Hoyoverse going to reignite the player base? What does Hoyoverse have in store for 2.7 when it comes to rerun? Now, we see on the poster, we see Ito, we see Yellen. We know Yellen was coming. Ito now, okay, we're getting Ito. What else? Is there a third character? I hope there is, because I think there's a lot of people who are waiting for reruns, and it'd be such a shame to not take advantage of this moment to rerun more characters. There's a couple things I want to touch on. Mostly, it has to do with speculations as to how Hoyoverse is going to go about this, and I see the title is called Hidden Dreams in the Depth. That's getting me a little excited in the potential of some sort of combat-related event, but at this point, there's no point in speculating when it comes to events. I just want to talk about the characters. Let's get into it. So just calm down a little bit for myself. This really hit me from left field. I had no idea this was coming. I'm sure a lot of people had no idea. Even the leakers probably didn't know exactly when the special program was going to drop, and for them to just do it like this a day before, essentially, no one was prepared for this. So luckily I had the whole day to kind of gather my thoughts as I was outside and working and stuff. Now that I'm sitting here, it really makes me wonder that whether or not Hoyoverse is going to try some sort of tactics to bring all the people who have quit to come back. Now, I do know that in Shanghai right now, 6 districts have already been freed from their lockdown. So thank goodness and hooray to those people who are now free. And there are certain companies who are allowed to be reinstated back to work, and I think Hoyoverse is one of them, but don't quote me on that. Overall, I don't expect Hoyoverse to do anything crazy. Now, there is the possibility that they put more Primo Gems in 2.7 to try and incentivize people who have air quote quit to come back. Now, I think Hoyoverse as a company should be very smart and understand how difficult it is for people to come back once they've broken the cycle, because I think it really only takes a couple of days of not logging in or a couple of days of letting your resin fill to max before you quickly realize, hey, it's not that big of a deal if I miss a day, 2 days, 3 days. And once you break free from the habit of having to burn resin every single day to make sure it never touch 160 and make sure to log in, do your commissions every single day, if you can break free from that, you're free, you're gone. And I've seen a lot of people who have stopped trying. They stopped burning themselves to the bones trying to complete all these menial tasks. And they've said, hey, Walrus, not to rub it in, but I honestly feel more free when I don't have to associate with this, when I don't feel like I have to log in. And in fact, I'm enjoying myself playing other games. I find myself having more fun. I've been rekindling my interest for different game genres that I never just looked at because of Genshin. And I don't know if I'm going to come back. And I always tell them, for your own mental wellness, I don't suggest you come back because you obviously sounded like you weren't having a good time. Now, how on earth is Hoyoverse going to combat this issue? Once people break free, once people see the other side, are they really wanting to come back? And let me ask you this question. Are you watching this because you're truly excited for 2.7, or are you watching this because you just want to see what people who are still inside this kind of fence of Genshin Impact have to say about the current state? Right, I know there's a decent amount of people who watches some of my videos who are just on the sidelines. They've gotten out, they're free, and they just want to see what's going on, but they don't really want to partake themselves in this endeavor any further. So that's the question to you. Are you guys still playing? Are you guys going to play? Is there anything that Hoyoverse can put in patch 2.7 that can convince you to come back into the game? Because for the most part, as I was going about my day, I've been asking some people who told me they've quit. They said probably not going to come back until Sumeru, until Dendro, because that's the only thing that can potentially change the game. And for them, if there's no more things to do, nothing beyond Abyss. They don't want to come back. They've completed everything. They're 100% everything. They collected all the chests and they've done all the story quests. What's the point? They have like 3 or 4 different Abyss teams that are ready, both for free-to-plays and for pay-to-play players. They have multiple teams built. They farmed artifacts since day 1 or since whatever day they started playing, and they're all cracked out. There's nowhere for them to go. Some of them have 36 stars. Others have just cleared Abyss every single time. So I'm not here trying to convince you to come back. I'm just saying we should be prepared for patch 2.7 to have some intense FOMO features. And I just hope for the people and their well-being that if you've gotten out, don't let the FOMO bait you back in. If you want to come back in, really be enticed by the gameplay or the character at this point. And I think Sumeru Dendro is going to be the point where Hoyoverse needs to bring a lot of the players, both old and new. Now, when it comes to rerun, we have Ito here, we have Yellen, and I do think that there should be a third character. Now, characters like Yoimiya is going to be possible. Characters like Kazuha is going to be possible, but I think Kazuha is not very likely. I think at this point, Tartaglia, along with maybe Klee, they're kind of due for another rerun. And I am really worried that they rerun someone like Tartaglia or Klee with another desirable character. Like, for example, if they run a Tartaglia Kazuha banner, that's going to be interesting. If they run another Klee and Kazuha banner, or Tartaglia and Yoimiya banner, right? A double 5-star banner. I mean, like 4 or 5 stars at the same time. Maybe that could get some people to come back if they really wanted Yoimiya, they really want Klee. I don't think they're going to put Kazuha here first and foremost. I think Kazuha is going to be in the patch right before 3.0, which could be 2.8 or it could be 2.9. At this point, Sumeru is likely pushed all the way back until the fall, if we are lucky, which honestly I think they would have missed a huge opportunity. But then again, no one could have prepared for this. No one could have prepared for this lockdown and this 3-week delay. So we're just gonna have to take whatever is delivered. Another thing is we just got new artifact domains this patch along with the chasm. So 2.7, most likely, almost certain that there are going to be no new artifact domains. We're going to leave that for patch 2.8, and I do think patch 2.8, fingers crossed, hopefully electro characters such as Yaimiko, such as Keqing, and other more niche electro-centric characters can get a more dedicated artifact set. For example, Beidou. Maybe Beidou could use a better artifact set. Anyone who relies on primarily electro damage should be able to get something that can facilitate more damage or utility, or both. And I do think that we should be getting it before Sumeru, unless they want to drop 2.8 artifacts as some sort of weird off meta artifact or something for filling another niche, and save the electro artifacts to drop with the Dendro dedicated set. Because if 2.8 drops artifact sets, 2.9 most likely is not going to be Dendro, because then they can't drop back-to-back artifact sets, and what's the point of releasing Dendro if there's no artifacts for the characters? Then maybe 3.0 is going to be after 2.9, or maybe 2.8 you're gonna get the electro artifact set along with the Dendro artifact set so you can pre-farm it, and then 3.0 would be essentially 2.9. A ton of possibilities. At this point, we've got long enough of a delay. I'm so happy to see this, and I cannot wait for the special program. I hope to see some really amazing stuff here, and I do think Hoyoverse might pull some FOMO tricks out of the hat here and try to get people to come back. Just letting you guys know, stay strong, my friends, and don't get baited back by Primo Gems. I hope to see you guys at the live stream. Probably gonna do a giveaway. We don't know. We'll see. So until then, urge y'all, stay safe. Peace, peace. Bye.